Did Senate Republicans just hit their biggest roadblock yet? What looked like a routine push to wrap up business before the August recess has suddenly turned into a public display of Republican infighting, with top lawmakers clashing over spending, government funding, hemp regulations, college sports, and even election laws. And now, Senate Majority Leader John Thune is warning that the entire legislative agenda could become what he called a train wreck. So how did things unravel so quickly, and what does it mean for President Trump's agenda and the months ahead? The tension reached a boiling point during a closed-door Republican lunch meeting on Capitol Hill. Instead of presenting a united front, GOP senators found themselves arguing over whether to move forward with another budget reconciliation package before leaving Washington for the August recess. Budget reconciliation is a powerful process because it allows legislation to pass the Senate with a simple majority, avoiding a Democratic filibuster. But there's a catch. It also opens the door to an unlimited series of politically difficult amendment votes, known as a vote-a-rama. Those marathon voting sessions can force lawmakers to take public positions on controversial issues, creating headlines that opponents often use in campaign ads. That's exactly what many Republicans are trying to avoid. One of the biggest disagreements came between Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin and Senator Susan Collins of Maine. Johnson has been pushing hard to begin work on a third reconciliation package immediately, arguing Republicans shouldn't waste valuable time. Collins, however, warned that rushing into the process could backfire politically. As one of the GOP's most vulnerable senators facing re-election, Collins reportedly argued that exposing Republicans to dozens, or even hundreds, of controversial amendment votes right before campaign season would be a serious mistake. Other Republican senators quietly sided with her concerns, highlighting just how divided the conference has become. But the budget fight was only the beginning. Another heated dispute erupted over a government funding bill after White House officials inserted language delaying a ban on hemp-derived THC products, including Delta-8 products, until December. That surprise move frustrated several Republican senators who said they weren't informed beforehand. Senator Rand Paul defended Kentucky's hemp industry, arguing that critics were exaggerating the dangers of the products. On the other side, Senator Ted Budd insisted the delay should be removed entirely, calling the loophole dangerous and promising not to back down until stricter regulations are restored. Other Republicans, including Mike Rounds, Jerry Moran, and Bill Cassidy, also signaled support for eliminating the delay, creating yet another internal battle the party must resolve. And if that wasn't enough, another disagreement is brewing over college sports. Senate leaders are trying to advance bipartisan legislation that would establish nationwide rules for compensating college athletes for their name, image, and likeness rights. Supporters, including Senator Ted Cruz, argue the proposal creates much-needed consistency across the country while protecting existing federal civil rights laws under Title IX. But Senator Josh Hawley isn't convinced. He argues the bill could unintentionally override state laws banning transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. Hawley says that's unacceptable and has demanded changes before allowing the legislation to move forward. Cruz strongly disputes that interpretation, insisting the bill was carefully written to preserve those state protections. Now the future of the legislation depends on whether Republican lawmakers can resolve those concerns before Congress leaves town. Meanwhile, another major issue has quietly entered the spotlight. Senate leaders are also preparing to consider legislation banning members of Congress from trading individual stocks while in office. The House has already approved the measure with bipartisan support, and some Republican senators believe moving forward with it could demonstrate progress if other priorities become bogged down. The bill also contains provisions related to voter identification requirements for federal elections, adding another politically sensitive issue to an already crowded agenda. All of these disputes are landing on the desk of Senate Majority Leader John Thune, who now faces the difficult task of keeping Republicans united while trying to deliver on President Trump's legislative priorities. His candid description of the situation as a potential train wreck reflects the reality that disagreements aren't coming from Democrats alone. They're coming from within his own party. With only a narrow Senate majority, even a handful of Republican defections can delay or derail major legislation. The stakes couldn't be much higher. Congress is racing against the calendar before the August recess, and every unresolved dispute increases the risk that key priorities, including government funding, budget legislation, and other high-profile bills, could slip into the fall. That would create additional uncertainty not only for lawmakers but also for federal agencies, businesses, farmers, college sports programs, and industries waiting for Congress to make critical decisions. For now, negotiations are continuing behind closed doors, and Republican leaders remain hopeful that compromises can still be reached. But as this week's clashes have shown, maintaining party unity may prove just as challenging as negotiating with the opposition. The coming days will reveal whether Senate Republicans can overcome their internal divisions or whether John Thune's warning about a legislative train wreck becomes reality. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Unix Media, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest news. Thanks for watching.